Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Hella Rant podcast. I'm the host of this podcast. You can call me B. So, cool episode today. We finally, this is March 30th. I had to look. We finally got our first spec map for Horror Nights 34, and I'm pumped about. I don't really know much about it. I kind of did glance, so I've seen a little bit, but we're gonna look together at the speculation at my go-to source, which is Insider Universal um, .com. So at first we have on the screen right here, we have pulled up is just the Twitter account Horror Nights Nightmares, who does these spec maps. And so we can see the spec maps. We got all the clues, and we are going to try and decipher the clues. I may try to guess my own, what I think, but I never get these right. I don't know that much about pop culture and all that kind of stuff. Um, but which is odd because I love horror nights and I love horror and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not like a pop culture guy, so I don't always get the clues. But I do know what's been speculated so far, so I may be able to figure some stuff out. But like I said, we're gonna then shift over to Insider Universal, where all the people that do know all that stuff have speculated, and they probably know exactly what everything is. So, um, without further ado, let's get into this map and we'll take a look at it. Um, if you're just listening to this podcast, I'll do it on like Spotify, and I think it may send it to Apple Podcasts too. I got like 10 listeners on that. If you're one of my 10 podcast listeners, I'm sorry. I have my screen pulled up, so I'm going to be talking as if you can see my screen, but you can follow along. If no, you're on YouTube, obviously you can see me and you can see the screen. So no further explanation needed. Let's start looking at some of these clues. So this is the first. This is version one spec map. I thought there had been another one, but maybe not. Right off the bat, all the scare zones seem to be unknown. The only thing that's not a house that seems to be known is this fire symbol, which is the Fuel Girls show. We all knew that was coming back. Does look like there is something here for the Lagoon show, maybe. That would be very cool. But let's start at the front entrance of the park and just make our way up towards New York. And then, because I'm a weirdo, I go a different way. I go up towards, past Production Central, and then I go clockwise around the park. So first symbol we got is this sailing ship. Looks like some sails, maybe a pirate ship. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think this is probably gonna be an original and something that has to do with ships, pirates, maybe Dead Man's Pier. Yeah, what Dead Man's Pier? What was the house a few years ago? Was it Dead Man's Pier? Anyways, something along those lines of either ships, pirates, Vikings undead, maybe. Didn't we have that scare zone? It seems like if it was Vikings, it'd be like a Viking helmet. So it doesn't seem like it'd be Viking. Um, it doesn't. It has just a normal flag, so it doesn't seem like it would be like a pirate ship. But who knows? I don't really know on this one. We're gonna say for this first clue, that's the pirate ship, or not the pirate ship, just the ship sails. I don't know. We'll see if we can get a better answer on Insider Universal here in a second. The next clue we got is a thumbs up, and this one I do know. This is the Fallout boy doing the thumbs up thing. So we've seen Fallout be um teased already, not teased, speculated on already. I don't know much about Fallout. It's a video game, and I don't really play video games, so I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. And it's a video game. I think it has to do with some kind of post-apocalyptic thing. So those of you that do know, you know. For those of us that don't, maybe it'll be cool. Moving on, the next one we got, we're going up. Uh, the Jimmy Fallon building, I believe it's like a film reel with some blood dripping down from it. Film reel. Ooh, is it the director? That would be very cool. I don't know what the blood would have to do with the director, but I hope the director is I hope we get like another icon this year. That would be very cool, like an icon from years past. I'm one of those that doesn't hope that I would love to see the icons come back. So that's the first thing off my mind is the usher or the director. The next one, and I don't know. We'll look, like I said, we'll look on Inside Universal. They probably have the answer. They probably know exactly what it is. Um, Next, we have this, looks like this, we have some wings. It's basically like this circle with wings on the outside, with like a demon head skull on the top, and is that buildings in the middle? I have no idea. No idea. Zero idea. Um, I don't even know what to speculate. I don't even know how to. If you're just listening to this, I don't even know how to properly describe this. So I literally think of just a ring, and on the outside of it, it's got wings, and crossed out, it's got the Grim Reaper, um, like scythes that are crossing out, and in the middle of the ring is looks like buildings, like skyscraper buildings, and then on top of it, it's got a skull with horns. So I have no idea. Moving on to the next clue, we have a magnifying glass with a ghost in the that we're looking at. So maybe we're looking at a tiny ghost. I don't think that's what it is. I would imagine this is some kind of play on words, and it's linking to probably some insider IP. Um, Moving on. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Moving on. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know how to describe this. I don't even know what I'm looking at. It looks like some kind of it's a never mind. I do know. It looks like a security camera. Security camera. A security camera, Five Nights at Freddy's. You play the game. I do know this. You do play the game and you're looking through security cameras. Okay, that my mind just did not register that right away. That's weird. But yes, that's a security camera, and that's going to be Five Nights at Freddy's. That's what it's alluding to. Moving on over here in the back of the park, where we had like Goblin's Feast, and we had Goblin's Feast here last time in Monsters. We have a book with snowflakes, and that's pretty much all we got. I don't. We have some kind of. Nope. That's about all it is. It's a book. It's an open book with snowflakes. It seems to, I don't know, some kind of story when it's cold. Um I don't know where to go with that. I really don't. Maybe the storyteller, but it doesn't. The storyteller, they would not give this clue, and we would have already heard probably if we had that icon coming. But um, they've had a house called Scary Tales in the past, maybe, but I don't get the snowflakes. Um, Moving on past the book with the snowflakes, we got trash bags. I have heard this. I did, like I said, I got a little sneak peek of what some people think, and this is one of the few things I saw. This is alluding to Terrifier. I have not seen the Terrifier movies, but apparently he carries his weapons around in trash bags. So that seems to be a very clear clue pointing to Terrifier, which is very cool. Next, we have what looks to be someone in a spacesuit, and that's all we got. Um, Alien in a spacesuit, alien something, aliens invading, invasion. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I got for that. This is a guy in a spacesuit. Um, Not much else to describe there. Next we got some chains. Looks like we have a guy with an eye patch, an eye, and then an eye patch. This may be, I don't know what that is. So it's basically an eye with one eye has an eye patch on it, and we have chains underneath it. So listen, that's all I got for my clues. Let's look and see what the people that actually know what they're talking about um, have to say. So, Horror Night My Nightmares, they started tweeting out these like clues that they were going to release a map, and that was yesterday. And then, sure enough, about it looks like at around 10 p.m. or something like that, they released a map. And so naturally, everyone flocked to Inside Universal to start the speculation. And let's see what we got people saying right away. We got HHN Maddox. Um, he's saying that the thumbs up is going to be Fallout. The film reel, he has no idea. Question marks. Magnifying glass is Scream. A ghost with a spyglass around it. That's a magnifying glass, but maybe a spyglass. Um, Scream for the magnifying glass. We have security camera, Five Nights at Freddy's, trash bag, Terrifier. Um, let's see if we can find some new ones. Hatchet and Chain. Hatchet and Chain was in Slaughter Cinema, I believe. That was one of the Slaughter Cinema, so maybe we're getting a Slaughter Cinema spinoff from one of the rooms into a house. And I believe that was that like a western? What was that? Anyways, apparently, well, someone was missing an eye, and that maybe it's Hatchet, and maybe that's what it is. Let's keep going. Next page. Okay, so um, we're saying here that the Scream films, were produced by Spyglass. So Spyglass, you got Ghost, Face, Scream. It seems to be pretty. Um, that seems to be pretty. I didn't know that the films were produced by Spyglass, but that makes sense. That does seem to point to Scream. So it looks like Scream as of now. Someone is speculating that Scary Tales may be back. Um, ooh, A Christmas Carol. Someone is here. We got speculating that this is a scary version of A Christmas Carol, which would be A Christmas Carol already is pretty scary, so making that a Horror Nights house would be pretty awesome. I think I would 100% be, especially to make it a cold house. Yes, give it to me. Um, let's see if we can find one for the real. This person thinks that the bloody reel is Scream, but I don't think that is. Um, actually, he's saying that the ghost in the magnifying glass is the Conjuring. Hmm, maybe. This is Killer Clown. I think he generally has pretty good takes. Of course, he's saying thumbs up is Fallout. We know that. Uh, the trash bags, Terrifier, of course. The next person says that they don't think Conjuring is coming back. They currently have it at Six Flags Fright Fest, so probably not coming to Horror Nights. And then we have speculation on. I'm, I'm just kind of reading these posts. If you're listening to the podcast, I'm literally reading a message board, and we are looking for clues. Um, Someone's finally speculating on the devil horns with angel wings. This Maddox is saying fallen too. I don't know what that is. Um, but maybe someone out there knows. One of you people that are listening. Um, let's keep going. Can the pirate ship be a sequel to Forsaken? I don't know what Forsaken is. I only go back to 2019, so I may be missing some things. This person's saying focus less on the locations is what Nightmares said in the tweet. So obviously they don't know the locations. They just know the speculation, I guess. I am curious. I mean, well, I guess we'll never know because these people don't want to give up, their source or whatever. I wonder if Horror Night Nightmares, how do they know? Like, how are they connected? I wonder how Legacy is connected. So here we have Legacy is saying that the devil horns with angel wings is across the city is urban inferno. I don't know what that is, but maybe we'll get someone speculating on it later that will explain it. But Legacy obviously is an insider. Horror Night Nightmares, obviously they're insiders. They know people. I wonder how they know. Like, what do they know? Are they team members? Are they the Horror Nights people just kind of strategically um, hyping the events? That would be cool. I mean, if I was Horror Nights, that's what I would be doing. Like, it doesn't take anything to go release. It doesn't take much effort to do stuff like release a map with clues to get the people coming to your event, um, to get them like involved in the off season and get them hyped for the season. So probably maybe some of these people actually are employees of Horror Nights Universal. Okay, so we got more of a list here. Thumbs up, Fallout. Let's see if we got anything else. Horrors of Blumhouse is the bloody film strip. Is what EAS is saying. That is just that person's avatar name or whatever. But Horrors of Blumhouse, that was our scare zone from last year that was lame. So I hope it's not that. I'm a little bit tired of Blumhouse. I'm not gonna lie. He's saying that the hatchet and chain again. He thinks that is what that is referring to. The spacesuit he thinks is an original space horror. That would be very cool. Um, He says a la Alien, Dead Space, etc. Snowy Book is some kind of fairy tale. Scary Tales could resemble the Blizzrock section of Dueling Dragons. The City with the Devil Wings, Urban Inferno. Apparently, that's what that is. We'll have to seek clarification on what Urban Inferno actually is. The ship looks like a Greek sailing ship, is what he says. Maybe something to do with. Ooh, maybe something to do with the Lost Continent. That would be very cool. Um, anyways, I don't know. He says a soundstage with an Odyssey or even Sinbad inspired theme would be so cool. Maybe. Um, let's see if we can find anything else. I'm seeing more speculation on a Christmas Carol. Krampus. Krampus would be cool. But Krampus, it seems like it would be something else if they a different clue. I don't know what a book has to do with Krampus. But a Christmas Carol, absolutely. That would be very cool. Um, let's keep going. This person says he's going conspiracy brain with the snow. He says it's the thing. I'm not sure if I buy that. Not sure if I buy that one. Let's keep going. We're seeing more. Okay. Cyborgs. Uh, Cyborgs could not work for the spaceman suit. I don't know. Maybe not. Cyborgs was one of the rooms in Slaughter Cinema 2 last season. Um, more speculation on invasion or seek and destroy. I don't know if we're going to see much. Okay, Legacy says, my map on Tuesday is going to be better. We shall see, Legacy. We shall see. Will Scooby Doo be on it? It's not rumored, so no. So Legacy says no to Scooby Doo in all your dreams. Um, I'm still looking. I don't know if we're gonna find anything. I do want to see if someone will go into Urban Inferno because I've not heard much about that. Someone else is speculating on the film reel with blood coming out of it being the director. That would be cool. I hope so. Would love to see that icon. And we're still just looking. Um, a little bit of hype for Fallout. Some people are hyped about that. I'm just wait and see. I don't know much about Fallout. Legacy's saying he's about 70% certain that Hatchet and Chains, which is that room for that the clue seems to be alluding to, and from Slaughter Cinema becoming a house this year is not going to happen. So I don't know. I think it might be a cool Hatchet and Chains. That's a western, I think, and that would be very cool. Like a scary western, I think would be cool. I would love to see that. And just EA, I promise I'm not EAS. He says a true western original could be very very cool. I agree. Let's see what else Lexi has to say. He says I'm speculating on my theory, which is why I'm not being explicit about it. But I want to point out that the first cinema did not get a house based on a scene. They took a scene and character, Swamp Yeti, but actually developed a different house that could have occurred without the existence of cinema at all. Yetis in the Mountains, which is a standalone myth unrelated to cinema. Now, it's possible Universal took the idea that wasn't fleshed out enough for a standalone house, where cinema scenes come from, and during the course of developing cinema, fleshed it out to an adequate house idea. But it's more likely based on what we saw with Yeti, a new house is its own thing that bears minimal direct connection. He's saying there's nothing in the details I'm hearing that means the house has to be a Western. So there you go. That's Legacy chiming in. It seems that WWE is off the table, which I don't never really cared for that. So I'm fine with that. I'm assuming some people really wanted that. I did not. Also, did not want the Weekend House when it first came, but Weekend House is pretty solid. So sometimes I am wrong. 11 Houses seems to be dead, unfortunately. That would have been great. Would have loved to see the 11th house. I still hope it is, and I hope it's Insidious. I want to do it again. This person is saying what I said, that this glass doesn't necessarily look like a spyglass. It's a magnifying glass. So it looks like ghosts, someone that's looking for something. So you're looking for clues, looking for something. A ghost hunter, some kind of show that, looking for ghosts that goes wrong, that the graveyard games. It could be some kind of something like graveyard games, which would be amazing. Please do that. We're at the end of the comments. This was May 37th. I'm making this video on Sunday night. So this was done 37 minutes ago from 8:37. So the commentary is starting to dwindle down a bit. So we're gonna call it here. This is the first episode after the first spec map. So we got a long time till September, and we'll have a lot more speculation in between, and hopefully get a house announcement sometime maybe next month. So in April, that will be great. Um, but I believe they did release a lot of them in May last year. So I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how they're going to do the releases? But we shall see. But we will. That is it for us tonight. We will catch y'all next time.